Good morning, afternoon, or evening. Welcome back to the channel once again. And if it is your first time here, this is the family house project, which we are putting up. And as you can see, we are at the first floor block work. In my last episode, we look at the woodwork, which is a carpentry work for the decking. And also the steel works, which is the iron rod, with the decking. But unfortunately, the guys were so busy, they couldn't record whilst they were doing the concrete casting. So, I mean, here it is. You can see it for yourself. As I always say, the work speaks for itself. Looking at the concrete casted, you can tell, that a good job has been done here. So, fast forward, as I said, we started with the second floor block work already, and we have Mr. Kwete who is doing the supply for this project. So everything is moving quite a little bit fast. And if this is the first time you're watching, I mean, this project, the family house project, I think I explained what we are doing here, the kind of structure we are putting up. It is a 7-bedroom house where we putting on a family compound house. They are still living in a compound, so we have to break some of the house and then construct what we're doing. And then when we are done with this, they can move in, and then we have to break the other part also. So you are not going to see the full kind of house now. As you see the house, the small house beside it. People are still living in there. I think more information is in my playlist. If you go to my playlist, you look for the family house project episode 1, 2, and 3. I explain what we're doing so that you understand what is happening here. So you won't be seeing the full structure until we are done, because we are just kind of managing, and this is something I believe we can all learn how to build. Not necessarily we have to do everything at once. I mean, you can have a bigger plan, like big house, but you can build it part by part, right? I mean, this is what I did with my pam pam project, which is my personal project, which has 3 levels, separate entries. I can decide to finish one part, leaving for as long as I can until I have money to finish the next floor and then go to the last floor. So building is all about, you know, you have to know what you want, and you also have to be sincere with yourself. Can you afford, to raise money constantly for 2 or 3 years or 5 years, even 7 years doing your construction? Starting a project is not a problem, right? Because you save before you start. But whilst you are in there, raising money to keep the work going can be a little bit of challenge. I mean, if you still have to be paying your rent, and paying your bills, if you have kids, you have to be taking care of them. That's where the challenge is, you see. So this is why you need a plan before you start, right? This is where I want to get to, at this point of time. Break is also very important. It's very important that you break for some time. It gives you time to look at the whole thing again, if this is what you really want to do. If you want to do some changes, you have time to do the changes, so that you don't go fully, and then I mean, you get stuck somewhere on the road, right? You can also have the money, everything, but the break is very important. It's very important that you break, and you also don't put everything in construction. Anything you put in there doesn't come back until you are done. So please plan very well. So this is the compound. So like I said, it's like a family compound house where we demolish almost half of it, and then so that is the remaining part that we have to break later on. We are moving very fast with this project, so just stay tuned. And also, you can always come for latest updates in the playlist family house project, and then you can follow us and then see how fast or how far we will go with this project. This is just to motivate you, so that you can also do something back home, right? So, not necessarily building something huge, it can be something small, on a family house, just renovation is also something possible, right? So, like I also have a project called the renovation project. You can check in my playlist also, you see, what we did with that project. Amazing, amazing thing, we did with that project. So if you're interested, you can check it out. So the block work is going up, and at this moment we are at the windows level. And talking about windows, let's check out the beautiful view, you get, from the first floor. We have the sea view from here. I think if you look carefully, you can even see the waves, right? So I think it's a fishing community, so you can see the fishermen, you can see the boats, a lot of activities. And this reminds me of my personal project in Pram Pram, man. I really miss that project, but watch out very soon for the latest updates. When we are coming back, we're coming strong, on that project. So just stay tuned. And talking about personal projects, the production group has been working on a land for some time now, and finally I can announce that the documentation is done and is ready for sale. It's about 120 acres of land that we have in Greater Accra region. The district is Ningo Prampram, and the location is in Ahiam. Ahiam is next to Ningo, so we have Prampram, we have Ningo, and then Ahiam comes, and above it is the Dawa, and then Chopoli. So it's close to the sea. I think it's close to the sea. So if you are interested, you can contact Mr. Kwete, and please ask for the documentation, do your checks, because I have done that and everything is true. You are not dealing with the third party, you are dealing with us directly. So we can give you the documentation. You go check at the land commission. If you are satisfied with the result, what comes out, you can deal with Mr. Kwete directly. Our target is developers, people that wants to develop, wants to buy in acres. Yeah, because we also want to develop the place. We have our own portion. You can see the color demarcation in there. We have a police station, we have a fire service, we have schools, mosques, churches. We've also given some of the land to the municipal so that they can also develop it. The government also. So it's going to be a world plan. As you can already see that this is a world plan and demarcated. We are also selling for individuals that wants to buy one plot or two plots. I see this place to be the future. I know the location, the name, the Ahiam is not that popular, but I mean, like 10 years ago, nobody knew where Chopoli was. Chopoli was not on social media, was not in the news, but here we are. Everybody is now going to Chopoli now, as Pram Pram is almost full. It's very difficult to get land in Pram Pram now, so everybody is moving to Tripoli, now. So this is going to be the future. I mean, you can just buy, and just give it to your kids, because the price is very affordable now. I don't want to put so much information with the price, because as we are developing, the price keeps going high. But as it stands now, it's very affordable, to get a land at this place. I mean, you can just buy it for your 10-year-old child, just buy it and just put it down when he or she is 20 or 30 years, in the next 10 to 20 years. If you can give it as a, I don't know, as a birthday gift, or maybe when he or she is done with high school, you can present it as, and it will save him or her the hustle of, struggling. What we are going through today with land, we can skip that. So if you're interested, you call Mr. Kwete and you deal with him directly. Please, please send someone to go and check on the land, make videos for you if you're interested. Also, do the checks before you start talking to Mr. Kwete. We have done all the checks. I mean, I have seen it is under the production group, so I know what we are putting out there. You can also get it as a pension investment. You can buy and do it as a land banking, buy and just keep it for the next, 20 years. And when you're on pension, you can sell it and do whatever you want to do with it. That was my initial plan of also getting, some of these acres, just leave it, when I'm on pension. The place will be developed and yeah, decide what to do with it, whether to sell some of the land and use it as development, see what is coming in the community, shops and apartments and all that. The team is behind this, so we are also going to develop. The team also has its own portion, but the thing is that we cannot develop all that land, in a short possible time. So we want to, give it out there. Let's build a nice community, and some of our subscribers, those that we've been building for, some of them are aware of this project. We've been working a long time. So, most of the houses that you've seen us building, the apartment, everything, most of our subscribers are already in here. I have kept this for some time now because I wanted to be sure of the documentation and I've gotten the proof everything is true. That's why I'm putting it out here. So I'll be making a proper video, going to the land, showing you what's there and all that. But this is, just by the way, to just let you know what we've been, working on all this time. So if you are interested, Mr. Kwete is the guy, and any question you have, the current price of anything, you can deal with him, and he can supply you with the blocks, he can supply you with the cement. I mean, we are here to build your fence wall for you, draft fence wall, and just leave it. We understand, we're not going to put pressure on you that you have to build quickly. What we want is that we just want good demarcation. So we'll be happy if you can just make a fence wall and just leave it for some time. And if you've been watching my videos, building in Ghana is not that stressful. If you have the right team and you have a supplier, it's possible to get it done. So please do your checks, and let someone go and check it out for you. You can also go and check it out, see it for yourself, and you can go ahead and deal with Mr. Kwete. So that's just by the way. So back to today's video, we can see our block is going up gradually, and we have our installation of the iron rods, which is going to be the pillars. It's also in there. So like you saw earlier on, we are by the coast side, so it can get windy at any time. We are also in the raining season, so we just want to prevent any accident from happening. So we already have our pillars in there. Immediately we get to a certain level, we are going to cast it. So that's what you see right there. And here you can see that we still have to do the concrete casting at this portion. We still have to lay the blocks, and because of the existing structure which I told you, the family is still staying there. So step by step, I've already explained all of this in my previous video. So if you are interested, you can check it out in the playlist. So then I think this brings us to the end of today's episode. I really do appreciate your time spent here on the channel. Please don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and I will see you in my next episode. Look at we.